pack a size 3 nappies out the corner there?
If you want to know what the sharp end of the coronavirus crisis looks like now, then take a look in here. It isn't a healthcare issue. Stoke-on-Trent hasn't seen as many cases as other parts of the UK. It's what weeks of isolation has done to so many people. Mark is a barrister by profession, but with the law courts closed, he's given his time over to taking supplies to people who have no means of getting their hands on anything. He's been asked to deliver to Emma and her children. She suffers from anxiety and can't leave the house. The bags contain enough to keep them going for a fortnight, and how they need it.
It would be very difficult, yeah. Well, it'd be a case of like myself and my husband would probably go without food to make sure the kids have got, because we have done that before.
Next stop is heartrending. Claire has 2 boys aged 2 and 4. They both have chronic lung conditions. If they left the house, Claire and her husband could kill their sons. I mean, it's not an exaggeration to say that you could be inside for the whole of the year.
But if it's felt that she and patients have got to remain in until a vaccine, it could go into next year. If they get COVID, it would kill them. It would kill them.
These are just 2 of the 130 drops the volunteers would do the day we met them.
We have had people that have not eaten in days because they cannot get the food. They simply can't get the food. They don't have the welfare. And it's all very well for the government to say, well, we have a welfare system like universal credit. That depends upon a bureaucracy to be able to kick in straight away and help them. It's not there.
The good news part of all this is the level of donations is astounding. Carfuls of essentials for mothers and babies arriving all day, some from the public, others from supermarkets. There's a push on for the UK to be more positive with the summer here and virus cases falling, but for many people there's far less cause for optimism. The thing that's really jarring about all this are the newspaper headlines that say that Britain's about to go back to work and things are going back to normal. Well, that may be true for many people, but clearly there is now a whole section of the community in this country which could barely cope before coronavirus and now is genuinely in suffering.
So are you all right to do a leak?
HAYLEY, who set this place up well before the virus changed everything, is now running at least 700 deliveries a week, and every week it increases. She's worried about what happens when the government announces things have gone back to normal.
The local businesses, the small businesses, those that have been furloughed or lost their jobs, for them it isn't going to be back to normal. So for us the demand is going to stay like this for a lot longer.
I'll do any, I'll just pick three or four up and take them.
Many months ago, policy advisors in London identified a swathe of society they called JAMS, short for people just about managing. Since the virus hits, those people plainly cannot manage at all. What the future would hold for them without the intervention of the volunteers hardly bears thinking about. Laurence, Al Jazeera, in Stoke-on-Trent.